Sorry about that. I was in the middle of getting stuff together for today. Welcome, guys. It's Fix It Friday today. My headphones sound a little bit low. I don't know what's going on. It is Fix It Friday. I was gonna try to play a game. That might still happen. Not entirely sure, but today is basically my day to focus on fixing stuff that needs fixing. I plan on doing this IRL a little bit more once I get comfortable with like a mobile streaming setup, and fixing stuff around the house that needs fixed, fixing stuff outside or whatever, just random things. And it's our day to talk about what goals you have. I work in an animal ER clinic over the weekend, so I, tend to start my day on Friday. So what happens is I wake up like normal. Excuse me. I wake up like normal, and I will try to take a nap at some point during the day. And then after that, I will get up and go to work. And so my mornings are a little bit tight scheduled. That's why I do the stream like I do, so that I can still get in some good stream time. Hey, Andrea, how's it going? So that I can still get in some good stream time and, get some stuff done that I've been looking to get done. It's my chance to work on stuff with the stream, work on, some other things that are going on. So, that's what today is all about. So, it's about it. About it. I'm actually going to kick up a little bit of music in the background and just kind of hang around, see what's going on. How's it going, Andrea? How's your day been so far? We've had a pretty good week so far, I'd say, here. I don't really want that, though. I kind of want, like... What's this one? Anything? Nope. Ooh, let's do beats and melodies. Nope. Let's do... Nope. Okay. So... maybe there's some stuff on here. I don't know what's on this playlist. It's another playlist that I'm trying out. It's called Crystal Dragon Beats by Excellent. Excellent. It's going great aside from losing my freaking mind waiting. What are you waiting for? I know you were talking about, pursuing your bachelor's/master's in, trying to get things together with that, trying to talk to your family and such. What are you waiting on at this point? I feel like I want to utilize more of my space over here now that I have a little bit more of a setup. This is weird to me that the camera's on my right side, and over here it's showing on my left on the camera. Waiting to hear if I got into my school, waiting to hear about funding, and waiting for various little things. I got you. That's the hardest part about going after any of your goals, I feel like, is just the waiting game. But I'm pretty sure you'll get in. I don't know your personal situation like that, but I know especially now with COVID going on and things like that, places are generally pretty happy to be accepting money and paying students and such. So and the government wants to help get the ball rolling on a lot of that stuff and get people back to the way they were in certain ways. So hopefully you'll get in. Hopefully you won't have to wait too long. Did they give you any sort of idea of how long the waiting period is? For school, they said this week, so hopefully today. Well, that's cool. And hopefully, like, your funding, whatever that means, is, whatever you've applied for or whatever is going to come through for you soon. You know, I hear you on the waiting, I'm trying to figure out a situation that works better for my family, and that includes, possibly giving up the job at the ER. But, we'll see where that goes. It's a big waiting game for us too. Just kind of, trying to figure things out, make sure things work without being like detrimental. Make sure I make some, the best business maneuvers that I could possibly make for this time. And the biggest thing is just to help my family out, whatever it takes. You know what I mean? So we're trying to kind of get everything together with that stuff too. I'll be right back. I just got to grab a couple of tools. I hope that works out for you. I think the ER job sounds super cool, though. It is cool. It definitely is. It's just, with all the situations that are going on with, my family's situation, the in-laws. I don't know if you've kept up with the stream the last week or so. I've been having a lot of issues with just kind of keeping up with everything that's going on, trying to finally pursue my goals, and just kind of being tired of putting myself on hold for everything else that's always constantly going on. So it's about, striking that like good balance for me. And, it's becoming an issue because of my wife's job. Like, she has the better paying job, and sometimes it's literally 16, 18, 20 hours a day that she's working. And it just gets to be too much of a problem to find time with her, to have time to do all the stuff that I'm trying to do, take care of the in-laws, take care of my kids, and really be attentive to everything while still pursuing like my learning and, my business ventures and things like that. So it's more of a matter of sanity than it is for anything. And it's been especially stressful at the hospital lately. The summer kind of burns out everybody because there's so many situations with people's animals that happen. And I'm just realizing my limit with it. And, even though I've cut back to just doing the weekend overnights, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's still taking a lot of time and a lot of energy. And it doesn't just affect my, weekend, meaning Saturday and Sunday. It affects today. Like, I have a mega time crunch today, and then I got to get to sleep, and then I'm up all night. And then I do basically nothing Saturday and Sunday besides work and sleep. And then Monday, it's give or take. Like, the last couple of Mondays, I wasn't able to do my stream and to do business things that I needed to take care of because of, literally mentally and physically recovering from the weekend, and, just having an overwhelming amount of stuff that's going on. So that's basically it. It's not that I don't like my job. It's just that I need to really prioritize what gets my attention right now. And for me, the first and foremost is always going to be my family. And then on top of that, I can't put off my dreams anymore. I have to, really, really fight for what I want. So yeah, it makes sense. I just love animals, and I'd be stoked to have that job. Yeah, it's a lot of people think it's it's a great thing, and it is. You know, it's not to down talk it or anything. It is a lot of fun. I like the crew that I'm working with, and you know, there's a lot of good things. There's a lot of bad too. You know, there's a lot of things that people don't think of with working with an animal hospital that does make it very tough and emotionally taxing. You got to be, you know, like a really tough person to be able to handle it. You know, like my particular ER, we're very busy. We always have a bunch of clients and a bunch of, you know, emergencies coming in and things like that. And, yeah, it's, you know, sometimes I walk into the shift and there's 4 or 5 bodies that have to be brought down to the cremation freezer area and stuff like that. So it's a lot, you know, it's a lot to take in and to, you know, constantly be bombarded with, you know. Give a lot of credit to people who have done this. For some people have been there for like 25 years, you know, and I'm just like, whew, that's a lot, you know. For somebody like me, I'm also a very empathetic person, and where it's a good environment for me because I'm always busy and always active, it's also a very like, you know, like emotionally just intense field, you know. Like 1 second everybody's happy and you're, you know, getting vitals on an animal and you're hanging out with it, you're petting it, making it comfortable, feeding it, having a good time. And then, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 emergencies will come in and half of them are on their deathbed. And, you know, there's some of them are perfectly fine and they come in for euthanasias. And, you know, we have to have a back and forth with the families and talk about things. And, you know, it becomes a lot psychologically and mentally to be able to process it a lot. And, you know, for how busy our ER is, we definitely don't get enough like mental health time to be able to facilitate that, and it's physically impossible. We don't have enough staff to be able to keep up to be able to take mental health days if we really need them. People do, but it still causes a lot of stress on top of that for everybody else, which in turn stresses you out when you're supposed to be, you know, mentally relaxed or whatever. So yeah, there's pluses and minuses to both things, but you know, I do appreciate what I do. I do appreciate everything that I've learned. I initially got into this field to learn animal and pet nutrition, which I have learned a lot, but it's also not going in the direction that I wanted it to go. And, you know, just I've been doing more learning on my own and with some of the vets and stuff that I've been working with. So, you know, I'm kind of covering that area of it. And I always offer the opportunity to do like nutrition counseling for people for their pets, you know, because a lot of people don't have a real idea of what's healthy and what's not for their pets. So, you know, that was like another business venture that I wanted to pursue. And, you know, it's just, there's no real credentials for it. There's no real, maybe it's something I can initiate and make into like a real thing. But, you know, I need to really take a step back and focus on what I need to focus on for my own mental health as well. That's the key to balance, is like, even if you try it and, you know, you just feel in your soul that it's not working out, you know, you just got to figure out either a way to make it work or don't, you know. But do you have any idea how your school structure is going to go? Like what the program looks like, how much time it might take and things like that? Or are you just kind of going in for it or what? And it is also very cool seeing the various different types of animals that you see. I know we talked about that before. I am really trying my hand at fixing this dresser, or this one dresser that I wasn't able to fix before. And I'm just going to make it work. I didn't want to have to drill into it, but I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and do so. It's put together with a bunch of these little staples, and I like it might have been great and a good way to save money back in the day, but and yeah, and online school is good too because a lot of it is like on your own time. Like, sure, there's going to be meetings and stuff that you have to attend or whatever, but you know, that's what I did for my nutrition training, and I think it's a lot better that I did it that way because, especially with my family situation and things like that, you know, there would have been no way I could have actually gone to like a physical school. And no need too. You know, I feel like if it's not something that's hands-on, you know, you don't actually need to go to a physical place. Have you been doing anything with your stream lately, or you've been? I know you said you were stepping back from it. And I know you said you were trying to make sure you followed up with the like 2 or so people that you were trying to help, or however many it was. Now my stream guided me to my destiny, but it's no longer serving a purpose. I'm out in the world getting things done instead. That's good. That's good. That's the way to do it, you know? I'm glad that you found that motivation, and, you know, a lot of people, you know, so, you know, even with this, with crossing over my health coaching, my wellness coaching, and, you know, streaming and gaming and stuff like that, people are like, well, what are you trying to do? And I was like, this is exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, you know, find alternative ways to meet the people that are like me that needed help like I did. And, you know, people just randomly, like, any chance for these interactions to learn and grow from each other. You know, I want to expand my horizons and get as many of those interactions as I can, you know? These staples, man, these things are horrible. I forgot where I put my wood glue. I'll be right back. This is one reason why I want to set up my mobile IRL streaming stuff. Normally, I'd kind of put like the wood glue on after I drilled the holes and attached everything to where it's supposed to go. But this drawer is literally so flimsy that I want to have something to secure it while I do that. Come on there, buddy. It actually feels good this week to I might have missed it in the beginning. What are your plans for the week? My plans are, I was actually just going to say, that's funny. My plans are actually to get back into routine. So many things have been going on that like I literally fell out of sync with like everything that I was trying to do. And this week was especially a struggle to like get streams done, get workouts in, things like that. So my mindset and my goal starting today is to get back on track. Like last night I felt good. I felt great. I got back into like doing the things I was supposed to do. And just refocusing, recentering, and get going on the things that I'm trying to do, I find it very easy with like the things that I am trying to do and perform, and like the tasks that I'm trying to perform and my goals and stuff like that. I find it very easy that when things start to go awry, especially with how things have been the past couple of weeks, I find it very easy to fall back. And I find also that if I don't, kind of get back on that grind as quick as I feel like, I'm not going to say that I force it, because I do give myself mental recuperation time. But you like, I can't let it go for too long. If I let it go, like I let myself feel it out for a couple of days, and then after like, I don't know, the fourth or fifth day, I really start feeling like I need to get back on track or I'm going to lose this, and that's just the way my mind works. If I don't get back to it, and if I don't put that like, let's go back into it, then I have a problem following through, and I don't want to continue my life like that. All right, I think that's good enough for this for now. Hopefully that's enough to help it stay. Thank you very much. Yeah, and so to put my plans into action, I've really, especially being from like a mindset like mine, I have a problem with planning. So the number one thing I'm going to focus on starting today is planning. And this has been in the process for a couple of weeks, and I haven't been able to like just put it into a format and put it into effect. But that's going to be my goal between today, work tonight, all weekend, is to, you know, whenever I have free time, figure out my calendar, work it out, plan out like what I'm going to do for my streams, plan out what I'm going to do for my business, and really hardcore go into it. You're planning to plan, LOL. Yeah, that's the truth of what it is. The way my brain works is I pre-process a lot of things, and that's part of what, like, if I don't act on it, it'll turn into procrastination, and then it will just never get done. So what I've started to do is like, okay, you've thought about what you want to do. You've gotten the pieces in your mind together. Now start to list it out. And then from that list, you look at your time schedules, you know, write out what your time schedule is, and then see where everything falls into place the best, you know. And it's not going to be perfect the first thing. That's one problem I also have, is that it's not going to be perfect on the first try. So, you know, I used to allow myself to get burnt out from that and just kind of give up and be like, oh, it's not going to work, you know. But, you know, just meditating through it and kind of like just having the ability to step back and calm my brain down and be like, okay, let's look at what's not working, you know. Because I could do that with anybody else. I could literally help anybody else with their life schedules, their life conditions, their things that are going on. But for some reason, to look inward and to do it to myself has always been a problem. And that's one thing that holds me back a lot. You know, if I allow that to continue, then I'm not doing what's best for me. And learning new things and new ways to be able to help people through helping myself, you know. I might mute my microphone just in case the drill gets a little bit too loud, just to give you the heads up. But I'm still here. I'll still be right in front of the camera. This is one of the things I'm actually pretty proud of myself for. I finally was able to set up a green screen, and I just have to figure out the lighting for it, because you can see like this little shadow behind me and stuff like that. But I think it overall looks cool. I'm happy with it. I just wish I wasn't so like flushed out. But I'm getting it together. I like it. I think it looks cool. But yeah, so that's my weekend plan. You know, just to go hard. And there's going to be other stuff that I do in the meantime as well. You know, with planning content and things like that. And you know, that's going to be more of like a free time thing. Like if I do get any free time, I want to kind of put a little things here and there into place, so that, you know, just little things like pictures that I want to use on my stream and stuff like that. You know, little tiny things that I can put into like a folder on my phone or something like that, and organize stuff. You know, but without letting it interfere with my scheduling. I wouldn't have noticed the shadows had you not pointed it. Yeah, I do the same thing to myself. Like I get it set up to a place where I'm okay with it, and then like I know in the back of my mind it's there. So like when I move or something, or like if it's in game and the scene switches around, like it's not too bad with when I was playing Day of the Tentacle yesterday, and when I was playing something else the other day, maybe it was Overwatch. You couldn't really see it because it was flowy and whatever, but you know, and it went along with the scenery. But like if I like look specifically at that spot, I'm like, oh. But yeah, I do that to myself a lot. It's highly self-critical nature of mine. But I also have fun with it too, because I'm like, hey, everybody's got to start somewhere, you know? What are you gonna do? Can't be perfect. Speaking of not being perfect, I'm literally feeling like I'm just going to drill right through this thing in the wrong spots. We can do it from the side though, so that's kind of cool. I'll just stand in front of it more. I'll just work like this. And it switches up too, like if that gets worse, that makes it a little better. But I think also like the brighter I make my light, I get flushed out, but it goes away a little bit. But I also don't want to look like I'm sunburned constantly. It's kind of a cool experience though, because like I don't know any of this stuff about, you know, like using green screens and cameras and stuff. So it's like been an interesting learning experience. Like, oh, I never thought of that, you know? I think I'm going to have to attach these from the side. That looks like the best choice. I might be able to just go right through the wood. Said no good carpenter ever. Don't do it. It's always a bad choice. I'm also missing like a lot of my drill bits, I think. It doesn't have to be a huge hole, it just has to be there. I just definitely flung a drill bit somewhere. Well, next one. Let's hold on to this with two hands. Power Tools 101. I can't wait to have my drawer back. My drawer. I don't know. Draw back. I kind of have to go at it from an angle too, which sucks. I do have experience with these. It doesn't look like it, but I do. This is actually supposed to go like this. That's fine. It'll be fine. You hold that. Cool. Teamwork. Me in the chair. We're doing this. I kind of have to get it so it's at like a slanted position so that it gets, I'll show you in a second if I get the opportunity. I don't even care if it looks nice. I just want it to sit the way it's supposed to and work. Get in there. I got it. All right, cool. So there's a little spot right here where this piece meets the interior of this piece, but this piece is also connected to the exterior of this piece. So the way I screwed it in was to hit this piece, and this piece to hold it better. I'm sort of fully expecting it to fall apart. I don't particularly think that I actually need to drill into it. I should though. Let's not fling it across the room. Okay. All right. So far, so good. What kind of music you like, Andrea? Cool. That's working out better than I thought it would. With this type of wood, with how old it is too, it's got to be like, this is like the old school pressed wood, so like you can't really beat it up too hard. I just annihilated the hell out of these screws, so it better stay. Test. Yay! It's together. I can use my drawer again. Drawer? Drawer. Alternative is my favorite. 9 Inch Nails is my favorite band. I love 9 Inch Nails. Trent Reznor is a fucking genius, to say the very least. I think he's brilliant. I don't really have a favorite type of music in general. It literally just depends on my mood. Like, I will love something. It drives a couple of my friends absolutely bonkers. Because I will love something and be obsessed with it. And I'll either outplay it for myself, or I will just completely seem to lose interest and go another direction. Like, you know, go from, you know, like hardcore heavy metal to pop music one day, you know. It's just literally how my interests are and how it works out. One of my friends that gets driven crazy by it, he's kind of an obsessive guy, but he always tries to get me turned on to different types of music and like, hey, if you like this, you'll love this, and like that type of guy. And like the way I am, you gotta like plant the seed and walk away and let it grow. You know what I mean? So like, he would be like, oh yeah, let's listen to this. It's exactly like this guy, or it sounds close to this guy, or whatever. And then like it would turn into like a whole week straight of just listening to that one band or like whatever. And by the end of the week, I'm like, bro, I never want to hear this again. Like I've heard it way too much. You know what I mean? But then I will go back to it like years in the future and be like, oh, you remember this? This was cool. And he'd be like, dude, what the ever loving hell? Like, you literally said you hated it. And I'm like, it's because you overdid it. You know? So I always tell him like, give me a band suggestion, let me run and listen to it on my own. Let me handle it on my own. You know what I mean? So I don't burn myself out over it. He used to do that a lot. Though. One thing that used to ruin a lot of music that he suggested to me was whenever we smoked, we would like kind of just get stoned and like listen to music and like not do anything, and I hated that. I couldn't stand it. Like when I smoked, I always wanted to like go out somewhere or like hang out and go someplace or do something. You know what I mean? And like when he would just sit there and like zone out to like Pink Floyd or whatever, I'd be like, dude, this is so boring right now. We got to do something. I gotta go. I gotta go. And yeah, so he doesn't recommend music to me anymore. He got tired of it. I tried telling him, tried being honest, but he just wasn't with it. I'd say if I had to pick my favorite genre that I'm always a fallback to, it would kind of be like alternative grunge / metal. You know what I mean? There's like a good bunch of like 98 to 2000s type bands, like Disturbed, Breaking Benjamin. I can always hear and get down to, like that kind of stuff. I gotta be in the mood for like screaming metal or emo or country or pop or anything like that, and I'm rarely ever in the mood for country, but I like it. Just my wife listens to it a lot, so I get burnt out by it. But yeah, artist, that's impossible for me. I would have to say if there's an always go back to, like I just said, or like if there's somebody I always fall back on, it's Breaking Benjamin. Sorry, that was a little too epic for me. But yeah, Trent Reznor too, actually. I don't think I've heard anything from 9 Inch Nails. I don't think I've ever heard of them. Breaking Benjamin is a great band. I don't know if it's something you'll be into, but it's definitely stuff like let's see if I can pull up a song list for you. Due to copyright concerns, I'm not allowed to play it during the stream, but Breaking Benjamin songs. The Diary of Jane is one of my favorite ones. I Will Not Bow is a favorite one. I mean, they have a lot of good ones. Like I said, I don't think there's been one that I've heard that I really don't like. But those two always pop out for me. There was one that like I used to. There was one song that they had that. Maybe it wasn't them. There was one song that I thought they had that kind of made me help me realize that I was miserable in my previous relationship, and it was basically talking about. Let me see if I can find the name of the song actually. 3 Days Grace. 3 Days Grace. I like a lot of their stuff too. But the song is called "Home" by 3 Days Grace, and it was basically like, saying things like, "When you come home, I'm already stoned" and stuff like that. And it was like I was just so miserable in that relationship, and the song resonated so hard with me. I was like, I am so fucking miserable living with you. You know what I mean? And like, I didn't even realize it. I was kind of just in that relationship because it was like a comfort thing that I thought I should love the person, but I didn't. You know what I mean? So that didn't last. But yeah, Breaking Benjamin, I don't think you can go wrong with them. 9 Inch Nails is one I don't think you can really go wrong with. What's their song that... Although, what is the song? So the song "Hurt" by Nine Inch Nails was also covered by Johnny Cash. I like Johnny Cash's version better than the Nine Inch Nails version. Don't kill the messenger. But if you haven't heard it, you should definitely listen to it. It's the Johnny Cash covering Nine Inch Nails, and the song is called "Hurt." And I just think the way he does it, yeah, I like JC's version too. Yeah, it's a pretty badass version. Yeah, I heard Trent gave him a lot of credit for that, which is pretty cool. But just give me one quick second, and I'm going to put this stuff away and lower my desk and get back into doing some chatty stuff a little bit more. So I'll be right back. Just one sec. All right, let's see. Let's hope this is going to go well. Okay. Let me just try something. Hold on, I just thought of something. I think that looks way better. I'll figure out that top portion another time. Yeah, I heard that that Trent liked it a lot. That Trent liked it a lot too, which is what I think is so cool about him, because he doesn't mind that. He doesn't mind if you want to cover his stuff. He doesn't. He's not like a toxic musician. Get a little bit more in the center of my table here. Now, I wanted to figure out, because I noticed yesterday my stream didn't work out well. Yeah, I wish that we could still be in the days where we could stream music, like, a little bit better known music, because I love independent artists, but to find people who also, know of the same artists or whatever, it can be challenging sometimes. I just feel like my face looks so flushed out. Whatever. And music is a good point to like get to know people, and like really learn who people are, even though sometimes their music sucks. You can stream it. It's just that if you keep recordings of previous streams, the audio will be removed. Yeah, no, I know that. The issue with me being able to do that is that I don't really have the time to go back and like redo the clips, and that when they mute the portions of it or the whole audio, like a lot of my stream is revolved around talking. And, you know, if people can't join my stream at the times that I'm streaming and they watch it after the fact, for example, you know, I want to make sure that they can get the full quality of the conversation that's going on and, you know, really be aware, really be involved in what's going on, you know? Let's see. And like I put up all my videos to YouTube too. Same thing under my channel, Polymathic Dad, where I have a stream playlist, and then like, I think my camera might have just cut out. I hope it's not. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it happens with the GoPro as a camera when it gets overheated sometimes. But that at least is a easy fix most of the time, because I can just do this, well, when it's plugged in. Wonder if it'll, nope. Properties. And Streamlabs gets so picky that because like when I go to switch out my cameras or whatever, it'll cause a problem where I'll have to like restart it or something. But just give me 1 second. The stream shouldn't close as long as I come back in less than a minute. Just give me 1 second and make sure everything's working, and I'll be right back, okay?